We are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Well, hopefully not all ages. Hopefully your little ones are in bed right now because it is 9:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But it is your
Unless
favorite.
you're in California.
Yes, if you're in California. If you're on Eastern Standard Time, those kids better be in bed because this show is actually a little, I would say PG-13. I wouldn't say we're rated R, but we're PG-13 here.
I can make it rated R if you
We don't need nudity on this channel. I'm sure YouTube has all kinds of problems with what we're doing already, Alex. We're two conservative Christian streamers ragging on progressive liberal white women every Thursday night. And for those of you who don't know, for those of you who may be tuning in for the very first time, it would behoove you to know that we are the number one political live stream on Thursday nights at 9:45 p.m., where one host has an American flag background and the other host has a library background. There is no other show that tops us in that category. I think we should give ourselves a pat on the back for that.
it doesn't quite flow like off the tongue. So we got to work on that.
Maybe we can abbreviate it in some way, shape, or form. But I got a jam-packed show here for us, Alex. There's been quite a bit of news. Wasn't sure what all we could cram in today. But before we jump into that, how have you been, my favorite co-host?
Man, I've been pretty good. Weather's finally nice and steady. It's been pretty much above 60 over here in Rhode Island.
If your weather doesn't
so we're
suck,
happy.
let us know in the chat, because me and Alex live in places where the weather often sucks really bad. So we get excited when we get good weather around here. So
this is true.
Let us
How about you, brother?
know. You know what? I am exhausted, but I took your advice a couple weeks ago. I mentioned this last week. And for those of you out there, I do not get paid by these people. I'm just letting you know this is a straight free endorsement for creatine. I've been taking creatine, and even though I am exhausted, I'm still functioning up here, which is not usually the case. And,
do you actually feel a difference?
I do. You know what? I'm sleeping heavier. So I'm not getting longer sleep or anything, but my sleep is deep.
And have you recorded that, or is it just based off the feels?
Oh, it's based off the insane amount of dreams I've been having. It's just
okay,
yeah. It's wild. So again, creatine does not pay me, folks. Creatine does not pay me, but I fully endorse taking creatine. And what I've noticed is there's like this, because we do the show so late, and I've already had a full day since 6 this morning, and I would typically be like, we got to move this to another night. I can't do Thursdays anymore. But hey, you know what? I'm here and I'm juiced and ready to freaking go, people.
And if a creatine brand did want to pay us, I mean, we wouldn't say no.
We're open to sponsorship. That's all we're saying. That's all I'm saying. Alex, you know what? I do have some liberal white women on the docket here to pick on tonight, but that's not what I want to start with, because this,
as our ancestors intended.
As our ancestors intended, exactly. As our forefathers from 1776, when they wrote the Declaration of Independence and they were signing it, they were like, I cannot wait to create a country in which we can make fun of affluent white liberal females, or awfuls, as we like to call them. And you know what? We're living that American dream here tonight, folks. Ohio Patriot, welcome to the party. Ohio weather sucks. Agreed. Typically does. But listen, so this first video is not a liberal white woman. This first video is actually something I fear when going to the zoo, to be quite honest. And this may be why I don't go to the zoo very often. When my daughter is old enough to go, I'm not sure that I'll be joining her. But I don't think American zoos are quite as.
Wait, there's an age limit for the zoo?
No, but I mean, what are you going to take a baby to the zoo? They don't know anything.
Yeah.
It's just a giant waste of money.
No. How old is the
if you're taking a 7-month-old to the zoo, you're really going just for yourself. You're not going for the baby, because the baby's not going to remember that trip at all, ever.
It's all about the right now experience, Jeremiah.
If you say so. But this is what I'm afraid of now. This would never happen in an American zoo, I don't think. But
Oh yeah.
no, now wait a minute.
Take the
At this
shirt off,
point,
dude.
yeah, at this point, the shirt's coming off. Like I'm not holding on to this piece of clothing. But he doesn't react quick enough. Now it's too late. He's got your leg.
Oh, he's got the leg. Somebody didn't pay attention in wrestling class. You got to sprawl that.
You absolutely got to sprawl that. And apparently no one has a lighter. Like, get his hands. Like, light his hands on fire.
Yeah.
Lighter.
I'm punching hand. Dude, that thing's quick and strong, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know if punching is going to do anything for you.
Was he just laughing at him?
Wait. The scream at the end. Hold on.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't
Let me tell you something. Oh,
couldn't
man,
help it,
that was
man.
good.
That poor guy. I wonder what
I'm
happened.
pretty sure the
video cut.
Yeah, imagine after all that, the guy recording was like, all right, now I gotta go help.
Seriously, no one, you're in an Asian country, no one smokes cigarettes. You don't have a lighter. You can light that orangutan's hands on fire, just like burn him so he lets go. Like,
right. Or like, I'm going to try to like fake it out and like scream in its face, you know, make some loud noise, do something.
Something. Did you notice how stoic that orangutan was?
Yeah,
like,
his mine.
Dead stare. That's scary. And that's why I will never travel the jungle without someone with a lot of guns. That's just like I don't go in oceans because I don't do jellyfish. I don't do sharks. Like I'll go like maybe knee deep, maybe. If I'm lucky, I'll go knee deep in an ocean. I prefer lakes, and I won't go in the jungle. So I haven't been to a jungle, but if you were to take me to a jungle, I'd be like, okay, unless we got AKs and M16s and a few grenades, not going, not happening.
Yeah, I don't know what Ohio's like in this regard, but in Rhode Island, we're so lucky because we're cowards basically because over the last like 30 years, we might have had 2 blizzards, and that's like the only crazy natural event. We don't have any like crazy snakes or wild animals. Like it's pretty chill over here.
Wait, did you say 30 years?
Yeah, dude. And I mean like blizzards when I mean like really bad blizzards where it affects everybody and there's multiple days off of everybody's job and stuff like that.
Fair.
Is it like that in Ohio? Or don't you guys have to deal with like tornadoes or something?
Oh yeah, we get tornadoes a lot, which is
no tornadoes over here.
I want to see one in person. I would love to go storm chasing before I'm too old to do it and see a tornado live in person. Speaking of tornadoes, though, this lady.
It's always some white man in my DMs who is just like, if only you didn't hate on Trump, then maybe I could show you a good time. Stay away from me, white man!
Oh, don't have to tell me twice, lady.
Yeah. Next time a salesman comes up to me and asks me to do a dent for them, I'm going to say that. Stay away from me, white man.
Yes, next time I get a door knocker. Next time I get a Jehovah's Witness at my door.
Yeah, there you go.
Stay away from me, white man. Whoa. They're actually like really nice. Have you ever had a Jehovah's Witness at your door?
Yeah, my dad's side of the family, every one of them is Jehovah's Witness.
What? How did I not know this?
Yeah,
that's
it's
crazy.
Quite insane.
How did you end up Muslim?
That's funny. No, but they knocked on my grandfather's door, and my grandfather was an alcoholic his whole life. They knocked on his door, got him to come down to the Kingdom Hall, and he stopped drinking, and everybody was like, this is it. This must be true.
Oh.
Can't really blame him. I mean,
I seriously. Hey, for those of you watching, I know there's only 3 of you watching right now. Hit that like button, help us in the algorithm. And we also have a link. If you notice, if you take a note, we have a link pinned to the chat. We are taking phone calls tonight, friend or foe. anything we're talking about, you want to come on and call us fat, you don't even have to show your face. You can just call us fat from the comforts of behind an Anon screen. You can call us dumb
And you would
maggots.
only be half right
and
about
you
the
would
fat thing.
But hey, if you're brave enough to come on the show, we will discuss the stories with you that we're talking about today, or anything that you want to discuss at all politically related, how religion might mix with politics, whatever you want. Just don't be afraid to hit that link and join us right here on this live stream. We are taking phone calls. But in order for people to see us and get in the chat, get this thing going, share, subscribe, like, so we can get some phone calls in here. We are taking friends and foes. Now, that was one. Okay. I can't just show one liberal white woman and make fun of that, Alex. I got more on the docket here.
We got
this one's
stage on.
This one's a little crazy, just a little crazy.
It's coming. We're all gonna wake up one morning and roll over and grab our phones, and that fucking headline's gonna be right there. It's gonna happen, and I can't fucking wait. It's gonna be glorious, and it's coming. Happy Friday.
She's fantasizing about seeing Trump dead. I guess the context behind
I mean, like
a little more
that.
sense.
No, I mean, that's what I assumed, but I didn't want to say anything in case you had other information for us. Yeah, I don't understand who. Oh my goodness, I was literally talking to someone. Oh, well, I won't say who it was, but they don't like Trump. And
Okay.
You ever have someone like assume they hold the same position as you? And
yes, and they just come right out and talk to you as if you both met at the Democrat National Convention. Yeah.
And he was like, we just got to take out Trump. I was like, whoa.
How did you respond?
That was just like that. It's like, whoa. And I just walked away. And there was also someone who next to me who was a Marine. And they were like, I can't even entertain this conversation legally, even as a joke.
Yeah, that would be bad news. That would be bad news for him, for sure. Ohio Patriot, I don't want to hear about your sucky job or someone's divorce trauma. I mean, I guess if that's all someone wanted to come up and talk about, sure, we'll be your therapist for the night, Now, this one threw me off, right? Okay, because I thought this was going to be a crazy liberal white woman, and I'm like, there's endless amounts of these videos on the internet. There's no shortage of awfuls to make fun of. But this actually turned out this caught me by surprise. This one caught me by surprise.
Paul just got a new hoodie, and everybody's roasting him really hard for it. Can you just tell him he looks very handsome?
I mean, no, I can't.
What did
I'm sorry,
do?
She put a hoodie on a duck. And not only that, I'm sorry,
man.
I can't tell him he looks handsome. That's a pink hoodie. If that's a dude, I have to tell him he looks kind of gay. I'm sorry.
Real men wear pink, Jeremiah. You know this.
That is a lie that was told to us as teenagers. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow men. Is that a Marcus Aurelius quote? Are you quoting Marcus Aurelius at us?
We found the Adderall philosophers on YouTube.
I always wanted to dabble into that community. Alex, I got a pop quiz for you, Alex. Okay.
Yeah.
How many world wars have there been?
11, I think.
Oh, well, sir, you, my friend, have something in common with Omar.
Time the Alien Enemies Act was invoked, it was used to detain and deport German, Japanese, Italian immigrants during World War XI.
Yes.
Apparently, in the quality learning centers, you do not learn Roman numerals. That's my guess.
So, like, here's the thing, right? If you listen, we've both written scripts for stuff, right? Whether it be a
Sure.
debate, a video. And I get it, like some things are live and it's a little bit different. But
Sure.
if you write your own script, you would know what that means, right? Because you wrote it.
Right.
Okay, so someone else
I would
is
assume.
writing her speeches, or at least this speech. Fair enough, that happens, right? What if she was extremely busy during doing her job? I don't know. Give her some grace. But
Sure.
you wouldn't at least read it before you just in case there was a word or a phrase or a symbol you might not understand.
I mean, maybe she just used AI and she thought that AI was smart enough to put the script together for her.
Dude, that's next level. The person who wrote it was actually ChatGPT. That's crazy. That is honestly
maybe
more
that was
probable.
ChatGPT who also read it. Maybe she is bot.
You're starting to convince me, dude.
I'm just saying. Hey, 5 of you watch and help us out in the algorithm. Hit that thumbs up button and call in if you want. We're about to get into the news stories here in just a second. I'm gonna save the best funny video for last, but I do have one more for you because this I don't know what side of the political spectrum this person sits on, but this is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever seen anybody do.
So, if you can't see, we have a pretty good OSHA-approved works facility going on. Oh, fucking hey, look at that shit. He's fucking welding on a fucking trailer hauling hay next to a fucking gas pump.
I mean...
That guy's
got
a
stuck?
fucking genius. Look at that.
I mean, how did that not
it.
end? How did that not end in disaster?
Yeah, I don't know.
How is that man?
This is all we all expected this to happen.
Yes, I was waiting for it. Oh man. Actually, you know what? I do have a story that I'm going to link to a video. We'll start off with this one, my friends. Let me get it pulled up. Let's get into the news. Again, the link is pinned if you want to call in, give your opinion. You don't have to show your face. And again, you can call and give your opinion or on the stories that we're doing or on me and Alex and our looks, because we do get made fun of for our looks all the time. We don't care. We enjoy it.
Speak for yourself. Everybody thinks I'm absolutely gorgeous.
Well, I mean, you out of the two of us, you are the better looking one. I will give you that. It's the beard. It's the Muslim beard you got going on.
Yep.
But this is a throwback to, my gosh, something we've been talking about since January, Alex? One of our very first live streams we ever did together. Federal agents, did I not bring it? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Federal agents raid nearly 24 Minnesota businesses in fraud investigation. Play the applause and the sound effects.
Wow.
We have
so
it.
everybody who said, well, why have there been no arrests? Right? It's like these things take time. This is the government we're talking about.
Yes. These things. Well, yeah, this is the government we're talking about. Have you ever been to a government agency, the DMV, Social Security office, Medicare, Medicaid, anything? I mean, folks, yeah, it's not instantaneous justice here. Now, I know we're all craving justice, at least those of us with sense. But it looks like we're finally going to get it because federal agents executed 22. Now, in my opinion, not enough, but it's a good start. Search warrants across Minneapolis, April 28th, as part of a sweeping investigation into suspected fraud involving businesses that allegedly billed the government for services not provided, such as daycares and hospice centers. In a statement in Fox News, the DOJ spokesperson said today the FBI with federal, state, local law enforcement is, oh, wow, state and local. So Minneapolis actually helped out the federal government instead of protesting them. And Tim Walz getting on TV and telling people to, burn his city to the ground. That's actually, pretty surprising. Fox reported, citing sources familiar with the matter, that 2 of the raids were conducted at the Quality Learning Center. And they spelled it learning, but we know what it really is. And Baby Halamo Childcare, the Quality Learning Center, which misspelled the word learning on its signage, previously drew national attention after Nick Shirley released his viral video that we covered on this show. That was an amazing show. The raids are tied to broader alleged fraud schemes uncovered in the state, including major cases involving nonprofit Feeding Our Future, as has been reported, $250 million in taxpayer fraud there, 65 individuals criminally charged in that connection.
And real quick, because someone brought this up in the chat and it's directly relevant to that last part you just said. He said a raid doesn't equal fraud. They've already prosecuted most of the people in the fraud ring. You guys are late for it. So I just want to know what you mean by that, because what a lot of people get confused is they'll say that people have been charged in like the Nick Shirley type of fraud that he uncovered, but mostly what they're talking about is what you just said, connected to the Feeding the Future, because when you Google it, that's what comes up.
That's what comes up. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. These 22 search warrants are new as of April 28th. So the Feeding Our Future stuff, this is not in relation. I mean, it's connected because it's all in Minnesota, but these new federal raids are not the Feeding Our Future. This is new. This is brand new. Again, the Quality Learning Center has been raided. There will be no more leering going on in that center. But that does link to something else I wanted to share with you, because our boy, and I'm not going to play all 16 minutes of it, but I'll play the first couple minutes.
Word. While you bring that up, for the first Avenger, I've seen some stupid names. That's pretty stupid. It's probably the stupidest name I've ever seen in my life.
At least in this live chat. I mean, you got that going for you. But hey, man, if you want to call us that to our faces, feel free to click on the link pinned in the chat. We are taking phone calls, so hit that thumbs up button, get us in the algorithm so this chat blows up. We are taking your opinions on anything we're talking about today, including opinions on ourselves. But yes, so our boy Nick, one day we're gonna get Nick on the show because he's our guy. We do like Nick, but he's got some drama going on right now, so prayers for our boy Shirley. I'll play the first few minutes. This is kind of long, but
so the threats and the risk are actually very real. In fact, today, April 27th, is a day that I'm supposedly supposed to die according to a threat made on the internet. In fact, it's a photo of me in a ditch with a decapitated head that says, "This is going to be you on April 27th, 2026.
Joey Mountains definitely hangs out with the first Avenger.
In a muddy ditch alongside the highway with your mother. Enjoy your last couple of months, buddy." So I share this not to scare people, but to more so show them what it's actually like, kind of being in the political climate, not just seeing it from the outside, but being someone who's actually living through it. Especially with the last assassination attempt on Donald Trump, the threats are real, and you do have a small percentage of the country, even if it's just 1%, that has gone radical. And now I'm not sharing this stuff with you guys to make you guys scared for me. More so, I'm just sharing this so you guys can actually understand what it's actually like living in the political climate.
Now, yeah, again, prayers up for Shirley, because I know he's getting death threats. But this is the problem. There is not a single left-wing journalist alive right now who is afraid for their life like Nick Shirley is.
Yeah, no, I especially after the Minnesota stuff. I mean, even beforehand, he was doing good work and had some reason for some death threats. And I'm sure he got them even back then, because I've even gotten death threats and I'm not even out there that much, you know? So I can only imagine Nick Shirley probably gets hundreds of death threats a day. And this one may be so vulgar or something, it stuck out to him, you know?
Right.
And so he shared it. But I guarantee you he's getting way more than just that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I got a YouTube channel with like 758 subscribers, and people go to my website and fill out the contact form and give me crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm a freaking nobody. And I'm a nobody. So yeah, I can't imagine that his inbox is probably just, you know, he probably cannot go out in public anywhere anymore without security watching him.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. And I don't know how you, like, where do you live? If you're that person, right? Because he's probably got the money now, but you know, guys like Tim Pool and Steven Crowder and Matt Walsh, like these guys can live off grid. They can pay to wipe their information, so there's, you know, PO box all their stuff, so it's harder to find them, and just to hire security 24/7 to hang out at their house. Guys like me and you can't do that.
Right. Nope.
I assume you highlighted the first Avengers.
Oh yeah,
Nick
I forgot. No, I just how I don't like why.
Because he does
is
things
your
they don't
proof?
like, man. He's actually doing real journalism. He's not carrying water for the state. But hey, if any of you guys
Tim
want,
Pool's a Russian asset.
right?
Sorry, that was.
Well, he's the first
I didn't
Avenger.
think-
The first Avenger battled the commies, didn't he? Or was that Hitler? Am I thinking of two different things here? I don't know. But hey, if any of you guys are brave enough to share these opinions on the live stream, make sure you click that link and join us. We'll have you on. I promise you, we're not going to roast you too bad. Should you be a foe? Now to the big story, Alex. This one, again, accountability. I think 2026, and this must be because gas prices are so high right now that we're getting so much accountability. Dude, I paid $4.99 a gallon today because I had to at least put a few gallons in my car. It's crazy here. And again,
Where
I'm
is
in rural Ohio, which is usually cheap as all get out. When it comes to gasoline, I paid $4.99 today, and I didn't put in much. I was just like, "There's no way I'm filling up because screw this." But yeah, dude, is that what is it? Usually, we're pretty close in gas prices. What's going on where you are?
Dude, I mean, I literally only I fill my car not even a quarter of the time now, because I went from I got an electric car. And I only have a Camry and an electric car, and the Camry doesn't obviously need as much gas as my old SUV. So I only fill up like twice a month now. And it's been $4. And when I Googled it, it still says $4. So that's crazy. Because usually we are pretty close. $4.99 is pretty wild.
That is wild. That is wild. Hey, this next story, we're about to talk about Dr. Fauci. Maybe he will come up with a pill that cures Israel derangement syndrome, and we can ship it off to you, Colonel Olds, because you seem to have a bad case. A lot of Israel derangement syndrome going around these days. It's very sad. Very sad.
No. Well, it's funny because that was right after the first Avenger said Tim Pool's a Russian asset, and Cole said, actually, Tim Pool's an Israeli asset.
Actually,
there's a feud going on in the chat. Who all right, if you had to guess, if you only had two options and you had to believe Tim Pool is a Russian asset or is an Israeli asset, what would you believe?
Okay, so in this hypothetical scenario, he is one, and I have to guess which one he is.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Based on the only evidence you've had in the past.
The only evidence I've had in the past. Okay. Well, I know at least Israel has money to spend, so I would go with Israeli asset. Because Russia's not paying.
Okay. So Cole Olds, he just said Israeli asset, right? I mean, so I don't think Jeremiah has kissed the wall, but I don't think he's opposed to it either. What do you say?
No, I wouldn't kiss the wall. No, absolutely not. But I would go. I would go see where my Lord and Savior had lived and was crucified, and absolutely, like I'm going.
Okay,
to
so
Israel.
it's
Jesus
safe.
was
See,
Jewish.
this is the reasonable Zionist take from the reasonable Zionist Jeremiah Campana.
Correct. I am probably the
look,
most reasonable Zionist that is on the internet with a platform.
I know, like I have coworkers. If I tell them I went to Israel, they'd give me a side eye. Be like, oh, what'd you do?
You, huh? You're one of them. No. But yeah, we can next time an Israeli story pops up, we can definitely get into that debate. Or hey, Colonel Olds, if you want to call in, we can get to that debate right now. Hey, you know what? Israel is one of the only countries, in fact, I think it might be the only country in the Middle East where Christians are moving to. Christianity is growing in Israel. I don't know if you knew that, because they get raped and murdered and their churches burned down in the Muslim countries. I mean, facts are facts. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's probably better for a Christian church in Israel than in a Muslim country. I'm sure
100%. Christianity is Christian. I'm 99.9% sure Israel is the only country in the Middle East where Christianity is growing right now. Oh man, I keep the share screen, dude. One of these days I'm gonna get, because I don't have to stop. I don't have to stop sharing to get rid of the. I'm gonna figure this out one day, guys. I promise. When it comes to the screen shares,
I have something to show if you want that I think will be interesting to you.
Okay.
You want to do it after this one, or you want to do it now?
Sure. Well, we're talking about it right now. You might as well do it right now.
All right. Sorry. Because I don't know if you saw this, but I saw this today. You know who Nick Fuentes is, right?
I am familiar with Nick Fuentes.
All right. Did you see what happened to him recently?
Today?
I don't know if this was today or a couple days ago, but this is someone at his house.
Hi. Oh my God! What are you doing?
Oh, jeez. I think this was a while ago, and he went to court for this.
I thought this just happened. No,
something happened with him and someone who did show up at his house to like cause some stuff. But did this just happen? Is this another incident? Okay.
The battery charge has been dismissed. Okay.
See,
I don't know. I don't know the old Nick Fuentes lore. This is why.
Okay, yeah. Jeez.
So it's just being reshared. Okay.
Yes, because the court case must be done over with now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because this even looks like the house that he had when this was probably around the same time that other people were coming to his house, right? And he had the cops there.
Yeah, and there's no way he still lives there. There's no way.
Right.
He probably got doxxed to hell for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
my bad.
That's all right. That's quite all right. I mean, honestly, if my life is being threatened, I might have had that reaction to a little old lady too, who's strangely coming up and doing stuff to my, it's tough to say what I would do in that situation. Yeah. It's tough to say what I would do in that situation. Should my life mimic Fuentes's? It wouldn't, because I'm not a grifterson who changes opinions with the wind. But if I was,
dude,
I don't know.
If a bunch of people came up to your door or knocking on it randomly, I'd be like pacing my house. No.
So
like the adrenaline's got to be hitting.
Oh, for sure. If a bunch of people, well, yeah,
like dude, say like multiple people in a few hours even is a lot,
Oh yeah. Oh yes. If that's happened, first of all, yeah, I'm calling the non-emergency number. I'm letting the police know what's going on. Then I'm strapping up, and the minute anyone even looks like they're going to kick my door in, bullets are flying, because we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, don't come to my house. Come on, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that people like show up to people's houses and do. I mean, Tim Pool's house got shot. I think they drove by and like shot in the air or something not too long ago.
You know what I heard too is, you know who Sam Altman is?
Yeah.
A lot. So the same type of people who want socialism look at what he's doing and they believe the AI narrative. And I honestly, there's a lot of work here, but I think it's like a humanist narrative, right? The AI narrative that basically AI is going to be so big that it's going to do absolutely everything and anything better than us.
Right.
And it's going to take over and we're going to become its underlings. And then there's going to be a few people at the top who are like overlords and rich. And they think Sam Altman's one of those guys, which he's honestly currently losing the AI wars to other companies right now. But
so if it would be Elon, right?
Yeah. And it's not, and Sam Altman is most likely liberal. Like, I mean, there's a lot of those rich guys who are capitalists, but liberal and everything else. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Because if you're a liberal capitalist, see, here's where the normies get capitalism wrong. So big, huge corporations love big, huge governments because they get buddy with them, and governments can make regulations and they can do favors for you and squash out your competition. That's crony capitalism. When the corporations are buddy with the government, that is not capitalism. That is crony capitalism. They should be completely separate, far apart, different things. And I think a lot of people see crony capitalism and then they're like, see what capitalism does to society. And that's not capitalism. Buying favors from the government is not capitalism.
Yeah, no. And I like, you can't have any system that works perfectly smooth.
No, you never will.
It's not going to happen. No,
because
you can only have ideals.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but Jesus hasn't returned yet. He's not reigning and controlling the world. We have idiots like us running things. Things are going to go bad. They're never going to be perfect. You're absolutely right. So you can only get it as good. That's why the founders when they wrote the documents, they're striving for a more perfect union. They didn't say a perfect union. They said a more perfect union because they realized that it would never be fully perfect. So we strive for something more perfect.
Right.
So, and that's because they were Protestant Christians. But yeah, speaking of, well, I can't even say speaking of Protestant Christians because I have no idea what this demon is. But DOJ indicts former Anthony Fauci advisor for attempting to avoid FOIA laws. So It's not the man himself. Okay, but this is a good start. Maybe this is the lead up to putting the man, Dr. Death, away in prison where he belongs. Again, April 28th, big day for news. It indicted Dr. David Morens, a former senior advisor to Dr. Anthony Fauci, on federal charges of conspiring to conceal and falsify records from investigations into the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic. Because remember, we all knew it came from China, but then all of a sudden in like a week or two, it was racist to say it came from China. That was really bizarre how that happened so quickly, and people in the masses changed their minds about it so quickly. Morens, 78, he's at the end of his rope anyway, right? He's from Maryland and served as a senior advisor in the Office of Director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases from 2006 to 2022. Wow, that's a long career. Prosecutors charged him with conspiracy against the U.S., destruction, alteration, or falsification of records in federal investigations, concealment, removal, or mutilation of records, and aiding and abetting, according to a DOJ press release. If convicted, he faces only 5 years in prison, but he's 76, so he might die in there. For conspiracy,
oh my goodness.
but up to 20 years. Up to 20 years for each count of destruction of records. So if this guy gets convicted of even one of these destruction of records accounts, he's dying in prison.
Yeah, he's either way, he's doing a good portion of the rest of his life in prison.
Yeah, for sure. Even if he only gets the 5 and gets found not guilty on all the other stuff, if he gets 5 years, good, fine. He's probably going to die in there. But according to the indictment, Morens and alleged co-conspirators used his personal Gmail account, which no, unless you're using Proton Mail, nothing is safe here, to evade the Freedom of Information Act requests after the National Institutes of Health terminated a grant titled Understanding the Risk of Bat Coronavirus Emergence. The grant awarded to a company with a subword to the Wuhan Institute of Virology was canceled amid allegations that COVID-19 may have emerged from that lab. Prosecutors say that he and an unnamed co-conspirator sought to restore the funding and counter the lab leak theater by hiding communications that should have been preserved as federal records.
Oh, that's insane. I mean, we all knew that's what, like, in order for there to be a cover up, there actually has to be a cover up, right? And so
Right.
we knew this was happening, but just hearing it out loud is the crazy part.
It's the crazy part. And then, of course, The Hill got a hold of one of the email exchanges where Morenz wrote, I can either send stuff to Tony on, that's Fauci, on his private Gmail or hand it to him at work or
Tony.
at his house. He is too smart to let colleagues send him stuff that could cause trouble. Tony Fauci, in his opening statement before his 2024 hearing in front of the subcommittee, distanced himself from Morenz and said he knew nothing. Well, that's weird because he's here right here in an email talking about handing you some stuff, Mr. Fauci. This is great. This is a good start of accountability. We throw this man in prison, then let's get the man himself. We cannot let 2020 be 20 years down the road and no one had been held accountable for those shenanigans, dude. Like, that would be a travesty of historic proportions. Like, hundreds of years from now, people will write about the COVID scamdemic, and if there are no arrests in the history books, it'll be
a black eye.
It'll be a black eye. It'll be a travesty. It'll be a tragedy. It'll be the great American tragedy.
Yeah, especially on the scale of how many people it affected, right?
Oh, dude, we're still affected. That's the thing. Like, why do you think people are getting? Maybe I don't know. Like, me and you've kind of had this conversation. I get nostalgic thinking about life before COVID. How about you, man? Do you remember what life was like before COVID?
Yeah, I should have bought a house before COVID. Yeah, that's the first thing I would have done. Literally, I went from I increased about, all right, to be fair, I increased about 50% of my weekly budget over the course of COVID, but I was able to scale back afterwards because I had to, because I was like, I can't spend this money. But I mean, it was like night and day, but there was an injection of cash, right? Like, if you listed something on Facebook Marketplace, that thing was sold. People had money, right? Like these stimulus checks and unemployment, so they're just at home getting money. And after that, everybody got screwed.
Well, yeah, I mean, and just think about just your interactions with people in public, how different they are today than they were then.
You're going that route. Okay.
Just life in general. Like, and I'm thinking of 2018, 2019, even with all the woke stuff going on, it was demonstrably different after the lockdowns.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really think of that much.
Capitalism needs a moral people from Ohio Patriot, just like a republic does. Yes. The founders knew that because they said this country is, the Constitution is for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate for anybody else. It's pretty wild.
First Avenger over here saying censorship is un-American. It depends in what context. Jeremiah, could you think of a time where censorship is the American thing to do?
Yes. Allowing any communist to hold public office and speak is more un-American than censoring that communist and shipping him off to a completely different country.
Yeah. Or what about pornography?
Oh yes, that's
Right?
an even better example.
Yep. What else? I mean, you can go on and on and on. So censorship in the right context is very American.
I would agree. And if you disagree, First Avenger, click on the pinned comment, join the show, and give us your best shot. Give us your best shot. Defend. I guess what would you call that? Hyper freedom of speech, hyper freedom of expression, an absolutist, so to speak. Yeah, I'm definitely not a freedom of speech absolutist. I would say 99% of the cases, I'm totally fine with it. But yeah, like you said, I think pornography is the big one. I'd have no problem with pornography being censored, banned, producing it, directing it, go to jail for it. Totally fine with all that.
Yeah.
Totally fine with all that. Oh, now, we got to follow up on this story, Alex, because we have also been following this one for a long time. Let me once again. Did I not pull this one up? This is the X file that we've been following. Or did we? We didn't do this. We didn't cover this last week, did we?
Which one is it? FBI has a series of deaths.
FBI investigates a series of deaths, disappearance of scientists tied.
This is what we've been talking about. I don't know if we talked about this specific article.
Okay, so that the FBI is finally getting involved in this. My X-Files theme cut you off. What did you say, Alex?
I said I did see it and I'm happy about it, but I'm not sure if we covered it last week.
Okay, yeah. This is just one of the wildest stories that's come around this year. Federal authorities are reportedly investigating. Now, what's crazy about this, we'll get into the tinfoil hat stuff here right after I read a little bit about this, but I have my suspicions. I'm not fully bought into the federal reports here. Federal authorities are reportedly investigating the deaths and disappearances of at least 10 American scientists and staff connected to a sensitive U.S. government laboratories with possible access to classified nuclear, aerospace, and defense information. CBS News reported that the FBI is examining whether the cases are connected, for one, and is coordinating with the Department of Energy and Defense, as well as state and local law enforcement. Many of the cases involve personnel affiliated with high security institutions, including NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and Los Alamos National Laboratory, both of which handle classified information, which, according to one of these scientists, was anti-gravity technology, by the way. The investigation follows mounting public and lawmaker concerns over the incidents. The House Oversight Committee announced on April 20th that it has opened its own probe and was called a possible sinister connection among the incidents. According to the release, which cited public reports, the series of deaths and disappearances date back to 2023. So this has been going on for 3 years now, where just piecemeal by piecemeal, these scientists are getting snatched up. The committee, citing reports, said that among others, citing others among the missing or deceased include 2 more individuals linked to the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Fox also reported an 11th scientist, Amy. I believe this is the one that talked about the and an Alabama-based researcher who died in 2022 at the age of 34. She's on like podcasts and like social media talking about this anti-gravity stuff and how if she disappears or if she's found dead, she did not commit suicide.
It sucks because she does kind of look crazy, but I do believe her.
It does. She does look a little nutty, but that doesn't mean that she's wrong. I mean, Alex Jones looks a little nutty, and it turns out the Alex Jones's right jar, as we talked about last week, is pretty full.
Yeah.
If the reports are accurate, these deaths may represent a grave threat to U.S. national security and to U.S. personnel with access to scientific secrets. We request a briefing on any information regarding these deaths and disappearances, as well as the process and procedures in place to protect American scientific secrets. White House press secretary. Oh, yeah, the press secretary. Let's see what she had to say.
There are 10 American scientists who have either gone missing or died. since mid-2024, they all reportedly had access to classified nuclear or aerospace material. Is anybody investigating this to see if these things are connected?
I've seen the report, Peter. I haven't spoken to our relevant agencies about it. I will certainly do that and we'll get you an answer. If true, of course, that's definitely something I think this government and administration would deem worth looking into. So let me do that for you.
Let me do that for you. Like she's going to personally go and then follow up with them.
Right.
No stone will be unturned in this effort, and the White House will provide updates when we have them. President Donald Trump said on April 16th that he had just left a meeting about the situation, which he called pretty serious stuff. I hope it's random, but we're going to know in the next week and a half. Well, we're approaching that deadline, Mr. President. According to Fox, the Department of Energy's National Security Administration said in a statement it's aware of reports related to employees of our labs, plants, and sites, and is looking into the matter, they say. I don't know, Alex. I'm not buying any official report coming out of the government. So here's what I'm thinking, and you tell me where you fall on this. No one expected this story to get big. It did, and now they're running cover, so to speak. Right? We got to pretend like we're doing an investigation. We have to make this look like, oh man, crazy. Like, even though the government is probably the ones responsible for them being missing, this is to, bury the hatchet, and they'll come out with some. They'll either never update us, or they'll come up with some. Everything is on the up and up explanation. All these scientists died under normal death circumstances.
You know what we should do? We should go through all of the deaths and pick out like the most egregious one. You know what I mean? Somewhere like if you find like, oh, they shot themselves 18 times in the back of the head.
Okay. Well, let's see what AI has to say.
Okay.
Of all the dead and missing scientists, who has
connected? Put connected to the anti-gravity stuff.
Who are connected in the anti-gravity? Let's see. Missing scientists who
isn't it strictly in Alabama too?
Making the news lately. Which one has the most suspicious death? Suspicious death. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see what the old AI has to say real quick here. I got it on expert mode, so it's sure to give me correct information. Right?
Grok?
Yes.
Nice.
It's because I pay for
Grok as much. The expert mode is what, $50 a month?
30.
Okay, 30 is not terrible. Last time I signed up, it was like 50. I was like, I'm good.
There might be an
so
extra
many
layer
different
on top
ones, right?
of my layer. But I started a bunch of projects in it, so I was like, I might as well pay to use it because I'm already using it, and it gets really annoying when you run out of prompts.
Yeah. I'm on ChatGPT still, but I've been thinking about using Claude. You ever hear of Claude?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, get away from. There's another one that's been promoted that's like anti-woke. They purposely made it this way, and I can't remember the name of it now.
The one I've been hearing is apparently you can use all of the ones with one account. Yeah. So what it does is you can use any model, and it's basically a layer. So you tell this company the prompt, the company prompts the AI. So it looks like all these different people are using one account. So it can't really tell anything about you or track anything. So the AI company only sees one person. Yeah.
Yes. And I can't remember the name of that one. We got some action in the chat here. Ed, willing to bet the SPLC paid agitators that stirred up on J6 just like Charlottesville. Well, duh. Now we know for a fact they were getting paid. Now we know that there's an organization and I bet the SPLC is not the only organization paying these people. There's no way. You know that there's at least a dozen other organizations paying these protesters. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. By the way, if you're watching, we are taking callers. Hit that thumbs up. Get us in the algorithm. Subscribe to our channels. Share the show with everyone you've ever met in your entire life. And click that link and join us on the show and give us your opinions on things that we're talking about or really whatever you want. want to call in, you want to hate on us, you want to show some love, we'll let you on here either way. But I lost my train of thought when we were talking about the scientists. Oh yeah. So that's my theory.
What did AI say here?
Oh yeah. That's right. I was looking up. Oh, it's our girl, Amy. Amy Eskridge's 2022 death stands out as the most suspicious among the cluster of scientist deaths and disappearance that's dominating the headlines in April 2026. Let's see what it says about it. A federal probe is examining roughly 10 to 13 cases. Yeah. We just read about that.
Okay.
Let's
so
see.
It's considering all the recent cases.
So why Eskridge's case is the most suspicious? Her death has the strongest combination of unresolved red flags and personal pre-death statements that directly contradict the official ruling. Number one, she had publicly claimed she was being targeted with a direct energy weapon and feared for her life, and believed contractors or others wanted her silenced. Now, she sounded crazy at the time, but then you read about how we took out what's his name, Maduro.
Yeah.
Right. Using direct energy weapons.
I believe that's 100% plausible, at least.
100% plausible. But in 2022, she probably sounded bat-ish insane.
Yeah.
But now we know that they literally captured a country's leader using these weapons.
Yeah. And even Trump, I forget exactly what he said, but he was like, these weapons, you've never seen these weapons before. These are the best weapons that have ever been made before.
You've never seen them. They're the best. The absolute best. No one has them but us.
That was pretty good. You're getting good at that.
I know. I keep trying. Hopefully one day I'll nail it. So that's number one. Number two, texts and videos that resurfaced in recent coverage show her explicitly telling friends something like, I definitely did not plan death by suicide, and expressing paranoia about being killed and having it staged to look like a suicide. So she was telling friends that she was paranoid about that happening to her. Number three, this led to widespread theories that it was murder made to look like suicide, especially given her age and her work. And four, while her father, a former NASA employee, has pushed back and said it's not suspicious, the details keep fueling media and public doubt. So comparing this to other deaths, Hicks and Maywald have zero disclosed causes, which is odd and part of why the list started, because the cause of death is not listed. That's weird, but no contradictory personal statements or targeting claims. The shooting cases have identified suspects and motives. Eskridge's case uniquely has her own words suggesting foul play before she died. So really, it's just two things. She was talking about foul play, and she was talking about energy weapons that nobody knew existed yet, that we know do exist.
Yeah, I mean,
so again, my theory is that the government is either kidnapping and taking these scientists to secret places to work on secret stuff, or getting rid of them, tying up loose ends because they did work on secret stuff that they can't risk any loose lips. So they're tying up those loose ends.
Yeah, I mean,
and now we're staging an investigation. That's my theory. What's your theory?
So they would have to, let me press you a little bit on your theory here. They would have to fake a funeral.
Sure.
Right?
Easily done.
And this would be their closest family members seeing, if they request open casket, then it would be open casket, right? Or I guess it depends. What were the injuries? Were they too graphic and like unrepairable? Sorry to be morbid here, but
let me ask AI. Did anyone have open casket funerals that of the scientists who were murdered? Or
one guy died in like a Tesla fire. So I don't think he had.
Well, hey, if you maybe you pay off the family members too. I don't know. That is a bit of a hole in my theory for sure. Let's see.
But I do think that you can fake a body. So now I guess some people may touch the body at a funeral. I don't know if that's normal practice. I mean, maybe like a little bit, a kiss or something. I don't know. But I think you could fake. I mean, look at Hollywood, dude. They got some pretty good makeup artists, some silicone.
Yes, they do.
You know,
It's not out of the realm of possibilities, my friend. It's not out of the realm of possibilities.
yeah. My
AI
theory
is-
is I don't know.
Oh, hold on, Alex.
I like your
Hold on.
theory.
Hold up, buddy.
Okay.
Let me drop this bomb on you. No, none of the scientists in the recent cluster of deaths had publicly reported open casket funerals or visitations.
Okay, well, publicly reported is different, so we don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you think that they would find an obituary, right? That
An
mentioned that
but
information.
no, it wouldn't mention open casket, would it? A normal obituary?
Let's see. Public obituaries, memorial announcements, and news coverage contain zero mentions of open caskets, viewings, or traditional funeral services with the body present for any of them. While services were held, they were described as celebrations of life.
Yeah, it doesn't really say. Just saying.
What's that?
I said a celebration of life 10 times better than a funeral. You can't play music at a funeral like that, right? I mean, maybe some somber
Well,
music.
This is true. This is true. If you want to give your opinions on the missing scientists, click that link and call in, folks. We are taking phone calls. No viewings. At least according to AI, it said nothing about actual traditional funeral services. Alex, I mean, I don't know. What do you think about the theory that maybe it's a foreign government offing of our scientists? But wouldn't our government figure that out a little quicker until like these news? See, what's suspicious about it is the federal government is all of a sudden like, whoa, this is happening. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we're caught off guard. All of our top scientists are all of a sudden dead.
There's too many angles to ever predict any of this stuff because the FBI, let's say they were slipping up and they didn't see this pattern and they're like, oh, speaking of sleeper cells, this is what they're doing because they don't want us to advance in certain technologies that maybe they're working on or whatever. That's an interesting theory. Yeah. Because if the FBI just found out about it, then they would still do the same thing of, oh, wow, this is happening, just to like maybe make it seem to the to the enemy that they're after now that we don't know yet. We don't know it's you.
Yeah, man. It's crazy stuff. It could go either way. But hey, again, folks, I know there's only 8 of you watching. Kindly hit that thumbs up button. Call in to the show if you want. Talk about Fauci, talk about the Minnesota fraud, talk about these missing scientists, whatever you want to talk about. We will entertain your phone call. I do have a couple videos to close us out while we wait to see if anybody is going to join us to talk about this stuff. The first one I got, Alex, the kids are not all right. I'm definitely homeschooling after watching this video.
Read the end score for me.
She wore a suit, clothes that were, who's this for? Extraordinary, but somewhat Gertrude?
No, explain what that means.
I don't know.
She wore a sahalat of clothes that were extraordinary, whatever, bro, but somewhat Gucci.
What does that mean?
She wore a lot. Wait, she wore, bro, I don't know, bro. Can you take the card back, please?
She wore a.
So for those of you who can't read, the card says she wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary, but someone gouch.
Okay, but all right, fair enough. I don't know what gouch means.
No one does, but you just said it.
A silhouette of clothes that were. Bitch, I don't know that word. I don't even know how to read. I don't know why.
Extraordinary is crazy.
Of clothes that were extraordinary, but somewhat gosh. All right, now what does that mean?
There we go.
I have no idea.
Close, not your school.
She wore a. I don't know what this should say. I don't know what this should say.
Are these high schoolers?
Yes.
Can't read it. Can't take back.
bro.
Yeah, it's rough,
the
bro.
kids are not all right, man. What are
Pretty
they
sure my
teaching?
8-year-old can read that. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he just started, but
Well, dude, what's
I'm
crazy
not being like
is
that facetious either. I'm pretty sure.
no, yeah, dude. So in my classes that I teach, I have some older kids who read worse than some of the
How
younger
old?
kids, like 9, and then I'll
Okay.
have like a 5-year-old who's like flying through it, and it's like,
Yeah.
where do you go to school? All Christian school. Okay. Oh, and you go to public school. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Like the difference is just so staunch. Oh man, dude, I got some good ones, dude. I don't know if I want to save these for next week or if I just want to. All right, man. Let's do this one. This one's hilarious. Wait, talk about how your combined IQ is beneath 100. Why don't you join
saying
us, man?
Jeremiah has 90 and I have 10, or how are we split here?
Yeah.
Tell us
how you're splitting this up. Is it 50-50? Are we both equally dumb? Or is one of us dumber than the other? Or hey, click that link and join the show, and we'll see whose IQ is higher than whose. Okay, Alex, I gotta show you this one. Got to.
Wait, what?
Can you guess what this is about? What's about to go down? Just by the look.
An ICE agent is getting harassed today. Is that?
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Yes. This has to be parody, right?
This is my no-no square.
This is Finland has the answer to stopping sexual assaults. So apparently it's some anti-sexual assault ad from Finland.
No, that's a parody.
That's a parody.
I refuse to believe that. That is an actual ad.
I don't know, dude.
Now-
We've seen people dressed up as animals being walked by other humans. Out of everything we've shown on this show, I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
This rivals. This literally it rivals. Don't sniff petrol. You ever see that commercial?
No.
In Australia. Oh, man. So apparently, what are the Aboriginals? Is that what they call them?
The Aborigines
In Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have a problem, I guess, sniffing petrol, sniffing gas. So let's see. There is an ad that they put out to solve this issue. And we'll play like 20 seconds of it here real quick for you.
Okay. Oh, you're as
There
bad
it
as me
is.
now, man.
Sorry. Hey, that was pretty quick. I pulled it all up. All right. All right, here, check this out.
So this is real.
Yes.
You live in Australia, you're swimming in a pool? Take me to the ocean.
Right?
I will get in up to my knees, and that's about it.
My friend, could we stand together? Only brother, and we stand strong. Leaders of the islands, you don't sniff petrol, so I
Whoa. In the recording studio, too.
Same energy.
Do the Finland dance. The Oh man. All right, dude. Well, I have to show you this one now. I gotta show you this one now.
Oh, I hit this button at the same time as you, I think. Oh no. Is it
just
working
frozen?
for you? Yeah. Oh, because of me, duh. All right, you should be able to do it now.
Aha.
We're trying to stop ICE from deporting this undocumented migrant. Can we get your signature? We're trying to stop them from deporting Jose Abraham
guy's the
Chirino
best.
Leonice. We do have to disclose he was charged with murdering his coworker with a sledgehammer.
Okay.
but we don't want him to get deported. We want him to stay in the U.S. and
A fair trial.
a fair trial, right? Now, he was arrested in 2023, but let back out into the country under the Biden administration. Do you think that what he allegedly did could have been prevented if he was deported initially?
I do have to get to a meeting with the senator,
Oh,
so
okay.
I am going to go. But thank you for letting me sign, and thank you for your good
Damn,
work you're
name
doing.
All right, thank you so much. Oh, last question. Could you take him in when he gets out on bail? Would you have a spot for him to stay?
I don't live in DC.
We could send him to wherever you live, if that's all right.
I have to go.
You got to go? Okay. All right, no problem.
That guy is good. That guy is good.
The only thing he could do better is if he had a guy in cuffs in the back of an ice van. And then
can you
and then
take
they
him
pull
in?
out like, yeah.
Oh, dude, we should stage that. That'd be some great content. I bet that
Yes, it would
I
be.
bet not a single. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know how crazy these libs are, but they often do that, right? Not my like. I want them all to be here, but I don't want them to be my problem.
Yeah.
Do you think if we asked enough of them that someone would volunteer, be like, hey, this is a convicted murderer. He has nowhere to go. Can he stay with you? He's an illegal immigrant. Do you think eventually we'd hit a liberal that would take him in?
Yes, just to prove a point. And he'll be like, I have 3 houses. You can stay in one.
Right. Yeah.
In it?
I won't be in it. Oh, man. All right, Alex, let's end on some blasphemy. This is this actually made me
Okay.
throw up in my mouth a little bit. This can we chill on the winning, please? Elaborate. This okay, you got it up.
Oh, what? Oh, what is this?
I am Arya Anna Miller, a beloved daughter of a God who loves you and me with an all-encompassing and everlasting love. We are called to be visible and to trust and to
Why do they
believe
always sound
that
like
all
that?
are made in the image
Every
of this
time.
God of love. And if that's true, then God is transgender.
Oh,
means
okay.
God is not only
That's what we're
masculine,
doing.
but feminine also, and it also means that God is
I need to excuse my insanely demonic behavior by applying that behavior to God as well.
agender.
He just said that God has no gender, right?
Right.
Right. So God has no gender, so he's both genders.
He is he therefore is transgender. Right? Yeah.
No, now you know why God is such a badass. Because God is,
This is like
wait. Run that back.
you know why God is such a badass. Because God is a God, period. Is God, period. And God
God is such a badass.
God is unapologetically God.
that is our
We are
next sound
called to
update.
such
You better clip that.
Yes.
a time as this to glorify God with our own uniqueness, our queerness, our transness, our beauty, our love, our refusal to the notion that gender is binary and that gender is
Reverse Widow's Peak.
It is so much deeper than that.
That was good. That was good, Rev.
That was a good
That was
one.
good
Love
reference.
the chat. Love the chat, man. Hey, hit that thumbs up button, y'all. Subscribe to our channels if you have not already. If any of y'all, before we sign off, want to come up and give your opinion about anything that we talked about on the show, or anything at all. I mean, we're taking call-ins, man. You don't have to show your face on camera. You can just come up, say your piece, debate us, chat with us, whatever.
Don't sniff petrol from a can before you come up here, please.
Don't sniff petrol from a can. Don't touch the no-no square.
Yep, definitely don't do that one.
All the things. All the things. The missing scientists, if you want to talk about the missing scientists, we did talk about that for a little bit as well. Ongoing X-File, live X-File. For those of you too young to remember that show. I'm dating myself by referencing the X-Files.
Yeah, I know the theme song and the name. It's about it.
Have you never seen an episode, bro? Dude, it's one of the greatest shows ever
Maybe
made. Still, it still holds up in 2026.
you know the kinds of shows I watched was like the Alien one where they would like hire someone to be like, hey, be an assistant for a day, make $200, right? Like on Craigslist. Then they'd show up and they'd stage like a fake alien abduction in front of her and freak her out. You ever see what was it called? You never seen it? It was on like
What?
late
Does
night
this sound-
Comedy Central.
This sounds like fear. No, not Fear Factor. That's Joe Rogan.
Scare
Completely
Tactics.
Scare Tactics. Okay, yeah, I've heard of
Yep.
that. I've seen a couple episodes of that too. Yep. There's no way you were
Like-
getting me with that. Like, I don't care how elaborate you're staging that stuff.
I'm in a room full of leaking gas. Can I call it?
Only
no, but
if
dude-
you are also welding.
Not you, but you know someone who would fall for it.
Yeah, I do. I do. Mostly women. Mostly women are gonna fall for that stuff.
Yeah, and then on Scare Tactics, because they would find like people to set up their friends, right? That was like the easiest way to do it. So sometimes like, hey, my friend is like, he'll know that, and they would make it more realistic for them, and it would be like I don't know how to explain it, but it would be more realistic. They did a good job.
Yeah, I guess like if you were there with somebody you knew who was also freaking out, but then you knowing that it was a prank, like you got to be kind of a good actor.
No, I'm saying like just like the prank itself would be more realistic. Not
Right.
because someone's there with you, but because they would tell them ahead of time, hey, we can't just do some crazy thing because they're not going to believe it. We got to be subtle.
We got to be subtle. Right.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's all we got for you today. Kindly hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Help your boys out here in the algorithm. And remember, God is the badass. He's the badass. I'm clipping that. Dude, that is our next soundbite for sure.
Yeah.
But anything you want to promote here before we get out of here, Alex?
Yeah, so I think I mentioned this last time, but we're free. We can talk about it. Word War Debate. I
Nice.
don't know when, but I do know I'm going against a guy who claims to be a yogi. You know what a yogi is, Jeremiah?
Someone who does yoga?
Yeah, like a leader of yoga, a yoga instructor. He's a yogi.
They have leaders? There's a
Yeah.
hierarchy in the yoga sphere?
I haven't gotten a prompt or a date and time yet, but that is my opponent. I think Word War Debate dropped an episode on their channel if you guys want to check that out, but I'll be debating in that tournament hopefully within the next few weeks. They're doing 2 debates a week, and there's 32 debates. So one night over the next 16 weeks, or a few nights. Oh, yeah. And then there's another round. It's a long drawn out thing, but should be fun.
Should be fun. So you still don't know what you're debating, though?
Nope. And they
I cannot
didn't
wait.
tell me not to say anything, remember? And then all of a sudden I had to stop talking about it because they sent out like a notification.
After
to
promoting
everybody.
it for weeks.
Yeah.
Already.
And
Well,
now
that's good.
it's going to be like probably a 6-month thing. So a lot slower, but it'll be fun.
Someone
They're
wants to know,
actually-
how
they said-
are there judges? Is that how do you win these debates?
Whoever close your windows, Alex. Do you guys hear something in my house? No. But yeah, so I wish there were judges because I generally feel like the judges would have a pretty good idea of who won the debate, even like I don't know, better than what they're doing, which is audience voting.
Oh, that's right. You did mention it was audience voting.
Yeah,
That's
you
stupid.
can't pick your position, so I really hope I don't get like an abortion debate and have to argue the pro-choice position. I'll
You
still
would have
do
to drop
it,
out,
but
you'd have to drop out. You can't.
I would
argue
do it with
pro-abortion.
all the caveat, and then I would make a video afterwards debunking all of the points I'm.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I got an Andrew Wilson video coming out tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe to my channel for that. He was on a podcast I never heard of, but apparently it's pretty huge, called Trigonometry, where he gave his ideal Christian
You didn't know
nation,
about
what that looks
Constantine?
like.
Constantine
no.
kissing. I first heard of him
I've
not
seen
so
his.
long ago
Yeah,
when he
I've seen his
started
name come up.
debating.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
was his podcast, but
Me either. I didn't know it was his.
but to me, I was just like, who are these two British weirdos? But no, they were all right. It was a decent interview. And Andrew Wilson always delivers. So check that out, folks. Other than that, we will see you here every Thursday night. Again, folks, if you didn't know, you are currently watching, you tuned in to the #1 Thursday night political show that starts at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where one host has a flag behind him and the other host has a library behind him. We are #1 in that category. No one beats us. We are the best. It's fact. It's objective fact. So tune in next Thursday, and we'll catch you then. God bless each and every single one of you.
Peace.